Hey, Steven Hunter here with a look at some interesting NASCAR kits. Now, back in the early 70s, MPC, Model Products Corporation, released some really cutting-edge NASCAR kits. Richard Petty's car, Dodge Charger, David Pearson, I believe it was, the Allison Monte Carlo, even a Pontiac GTO. The thing those cars had in common was a very detailed chassis, great roll cage, and great Hemis and wedges, depending on which car you were looking at. And one thing I noticed on those is they had kind of a two-piece chassis, and a nice thing, they were molded in several colors, black, plastic right here, and the chassis can be assembled in two ways depending on the wheelbase of the body it was under, and that allowed them to use this body under the GM and the Ford and the Pontiac, the Mopar models right there. And again, just a great piece of engineering. Of course, the front suspension was nice, rendered properly with the upper control arms and drive shaft tunnel. All this fabricated, like NASCAR stuff. It's basically all NASCAR fabricated pieces and parts. And again, the rear suspension, pretty nice. Rear axle, Ford 9-inch. Multi-pieces, but again, lots of chunks and bits. Roll cage is pretty nicely done. And yeah, and also molded in red, of course, on this particular one. And speaking of that, this is a fictitious Hawaiian Tropic race car from the movie Cannonball Run of 1981. Great movie. Burt Reynolds, what's her name there? What's her name? Farrah Fawcett. I could forget her name, Farrah Fawcett. Farrah Fawcett. She's in the movie. Great movie. And of course, this car was in the movie, sort of playing a role, obviously. And it was kind of a converted NASCAR stalker. But here's the thing, and here's the decals. Hawaiian Tropic is, I think, still around. It's basically a sun tanning lotion, I think, for getting a good tan at the beach. And the instructions are also branded for Cannonball Run, the movie. Hal Needham, of course, directed the movie. I think produced it too, not sure. But with that said, the instructions are very detailed. And the basic instruction sheets were used on the Petty NASCAR, of course, the Charger models, etc. And great, as a kid, you would learn how a car went together based on these instructions. Good stuff. And again, this is the final iteration of the mighty NASCAR models from MPC. Now, of course, in more recent times, Salvino's really run with that ball and really done a far better job. This is the Dodge Charger 71, the Bobby Allison Charger right here. Wonderful detail. One thing I did notice when I got this, I always kind of look for like, not plagiarism, won't say that, but with that said, common themes. Like this one also has a two-way chassis, different wheelbases, again, depending on the chassis. You can see right here the shapes. I thought at first maybe Salvino's people cloned the MPC. Not that simple, Steve. But you can see it's simpler in design. It's, it's basically a similar thing. But again, two wheelbases are possible, again, to suit the different bodies they're going to use it with. But a very different floor pan, the transmission, it's very different stuff, So it's not like it's an MPC kit that's been cloned. So it's not what this is at all. With that said, nice model and lots of detail, and this basically takes the MPC kits a whole other level beyond. Now, I did buy this on eBay, and I paid $91 for this thing. When it arrived, I got to my house, cool brown box. I saw that it had been stomped. I think, well, that sucks. FedEx delivered it to my house. So that sucks. Well, it's in a cardboard box. It's inside. Well, when I got it, I saw this. Somebody got pissed when they were driving the FedEx truck to my house, and this is not fixable. It's crushed. It's junk. You're not going to do anything with it. It's going to be constructive. It's too bad. It's a shame, too. The good news is the Laguna front, this aerodynamic nose here, did make it the S3 front on this thing. That could be used, I suppose, somewhere on another one. But I'm not going to buy another one of these things. It's a great example of, of when you ship a kit on by eBay or by FedEx or whatever it is, or US Post Office, UPS, whatever, put it in a wooden box, a dynamite-proof crate, because if they stomp on it, bets are off. It's kind of too bad. $91 down the drain. I'll file a claim on this thing and maybe get my money back. We'll have to see. Until then, that's what this is. So we'll just sort of put this where it belongs, into the hopper. So again, that's the story of how MPC and Salvino brought really super realism into the realm of 125th and 124th scale models. And one thing that's kind of cool is Salvino bought a lot of the monogram molds for a lot of the NASCAR models in 124th scale, re-releasing them with Salvino graphics and new bodies and stuff. But that said, we'll do a video, I think, at some point soon showing the similarities between certain Salvino and monogram kits, and they're not bad things. We'll explore that. And I kind of see myself as like an explorer, a student, if you will, of plastic model kits and stuff, and where similarities come up. In contrast, we bring them to you on these videos. So thanks for watching, and that's the story of the Hawaiian Tropic What If movie car here. And just make sure you pack your stuff properly and don't step on it, Mr. FedEx driver. Thanks for watching.